everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Giants going up against the Redskins. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Sean Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
This will be fielded at the 8th. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because it's almost always...
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a carry here for Terrence West. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Giants first.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
On the ground, it's West again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down following the run. Now West shreds the tackle, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll drop to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. All week in practice, they stress grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They keep it with Henry on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. 1 quarter gone in this NFC. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now back, and this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Washington defense getting ready. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field essentially, and that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone, and that's exactly what they accomplished.
And they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? The drive begins with a handoff to West. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Manning, that's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because From series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
The play clock's running down.
Leopard.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Delay of game, offense. Still second down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This is Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it again with Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense,
looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Barth now for the extra point.
Delay of game, offense.
Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it, and the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, Winfrey?
Yeah, do I ever?
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
On first down, Manning firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's showing off that arm, showing... And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They're going to look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. To throw, it's Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. Shakes off the sack. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15.
Holding, offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they tie. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And folks, kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Here in the playoff.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Manning to throw on second down. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Shrugs the and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches like.
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Derrick Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll run with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Back to throw here. They set up the screen for Henry. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake. Manning, and he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Elvis Dumerville in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So here's 3rd and 20 with a long yardage. Defense going with a nickel look. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning throwing right, and that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team. because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try the right side with Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Come on, Teddy.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Play clock winding down. They'll try and sneak it here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Check 3.
Time running out here on the play clock. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll take this. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Manning surveying the field. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, here's Manning. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
No, check, Patriot. Right here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go now. 3, 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
Hey, yo,
So after that
sexy
big game,
girl,
let's see what else the offense has
can
up
I
its
get a
sleeve.
rock your world? Hey, yo, sexy girl.
They look to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon.
Can I get a
Get
rock
16
your
yards
world?
there.
Not go out of
That leads
bounds.
to a Washington first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're
Look at the
losing
size
play
difference
against a
between
good
number 2 and number
quarterback like
6.
he is, to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
Need
You
some
just
time
exchange
to
someone
ease
to
my
put more
mind.
pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And on
Need
the
some
outside, they're
time
playing
to
press
ease my
coverage.
mind.
Another pistol look here. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. They set up the screen for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They'll look to throw here. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That one good for 12 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Yo, sexy girl.
They'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And
Can I get a rock your world? Yo, sexy girl. Can I get a